Hi, this is Fizcat with another video covering something I actually forgot to address in the last one. This is another tip specifically about the Guardian Ring and faction guardians and the other features of the Guardian Ring. What I wanted to talk about is with faction guardians, um, the rare, like if you fill up your rare faction guardians, they are only going to help the rares. They're not going to help your epics or your legendaries. So you may not want to actually bother doing it in a lot of factions. The ones now, on the other hand, your epic and your legendary faction guardians, those are great. You definitely want to fill those up. You do not want to mess around with empowering until you have filled your faction guardians. And you will eventually get there. You play long enough, you're going to get a bunch of epics, and you will, in fact, fill them up. But for early game, always fill your faction guardians first, because you want all your epics to have the benefit of, all these stats, the up to 6 speed extra and all that. But for the rares, what I like to do is I will usually book my my rare high elves, because you've got Apothecary in there, and if you're using him, of course, he's really great and important. And you may also be using Eris in if you're using a Demitha clan boss composition, or she has certain uses in various clan boss speed tunes. So. But I decided, for me, I was using Apothecary a lot, and so I wanted to max the high elves. But with most of these factions, I just don't bother to do it. The other big one is dark elves, because you have Kale, and you have Paragon, and also, although I don't have them, I think, on this account yet, you also have Cold Heart, and you have Painkeeper. And Cold Heart, of course, is a really, really great champ for reducing turn meter and doing max HP damage. She's really great in Fire Knight and in Spider. And and as far as Painkeeper goes, she is actually used in a number of speed-tuned comps. Like I use several of them in my Iron Twins team on my main account. So they're both very, very useful in late game. And of course, you've got Kale too, who benefits. And I'm kind of a fan of what's her name there? Spirit Host. She's in early game when you don't have other cleansers. She's actually pretty solid. I wouldn't max her, but she's nice at 50. And so basically, you definitely want to do those factions, but you don't need to do them all. And also, I would probably think twice about unbinding champions, because that's a lot of legendaries just to get one from over here. And one thing to remember is, just because a legendary might be considered trash right now doesn't mean they will never be buffed. There are champions that used to be terrible that were buffed, or, well, for instance, Manaya got a buff recently, and I use her in my Amius team in Cursed City, and she's good, and I'm really, really glad I have her, because she's the only one who does what I need in certain rotations. So, if I had sold a bunch of her just because she was poorly rated, just to get Tomb Lord or something, then that wouldn't have been a good thing. Molly is actually a tremendous champion. She's great. But again, unless you're such a big spender that you have legendaries just to throw out the window, I would not do the token trader. So, I think that actually is it. I don't want to go on for hours, but I just, I'm doing this on my phone, and I didn't want to go back and make the entire video again, and I really don't have a good way to edit yet. So that's about it on here. And anyway, have any questions, just let me know, and have fun.